Good day, everyone. You're welcome back to Opinion College channel. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe and click the notification button. Today, we are taking raglan sleeve, a very beautiful sleeves. You can use it for different kind of outfits. So to cut a raglan sleeve, you need front pattern, back pattern, and a sleeve. If you don't know how to do this, please check our previous videos for drafting bodice. Now, the first thing that you need to do is to measure 1.25. That is 1/4. You mark it at the neckline, and then you go to the armhole. Notice that I have removed 1 inch because shoulder slant has been removed from the pattern, and then you measure the armhole up until the exact measurement of the client. Notice that I did not measure the allowance to it. So the next thing is to divide whatever it is that you have measured, divide it into 2 like I'm doing. So I'm using my own tape rule to do the division, and then you mark it. So the next thing is for you to connect the 1.25, which is 1/4, with the half of the armhole with a straight ruler like I'm doing so. So the next thing is to measure that line that you just drew and then divide it into 2. We are doing that because we are looking for the center of that line. So right now I'm marking the center. The next thing is to mark 3/8 on that center. Mark 3/8. If you don't know how to calculate 3/8, kindly watch our previous videos on how to use tape rule. 3/8 is that 1, 2, 3 lines from the beginning of your tape rule, and then you connect it back to this 1.25 like I'm doing so, and then you also connect it to the armhole like I'm doing so. Make sure it's a beautiful arc like you can see. So right now I'm writing my 3/8 so that you don't forget. You can also write 3/8 in your own so that you don't forget the next time. I'm cutting out that part now. So this part that you cut out from the neckline to the armhole, please keep it. Do not throw it away, and also mark it front so that you don't mix it up with the back when you want to use it. And then you cut out that 3/8 aspect. We don't need that. You can cut it totally away. So you are coming to the back pattern and you are doing the same thing, 1.25, and then half of the armhole also like we've done in front. Connect it with your straight ruler like we did also in front. Please don't assume whatever you measure in front is going to be the same at the back, but because they are usually different. So I also measured this line that we have marked and divide it into 2 like we did in front. I'm also using my tape rule to do the division. Mark it like so, and then again mark 3/8 like we did in front. And connect it with your curve rule like this. Also label it back and cut it out and keep like we did in front. I'm also writing 3/8 like we did in front. So you cut this place out like we did in front, write keep on it and write back on it so that you don't mix them up. So I've done that, and I'm cutting out the 3/8 like we also did in front. So the next thing is to go to the armhole part, right? That's the side seam aspect, and then you measure 1.5 all the way down, and then you connect it like so. You will cut that out. You are not keeping this because we don't need it again. Please don't forget to cut this part out. If you don't cut it out, the bodice is going to be tight. I'm also doing it at the front also. I'm measuring 1.5, and then I'm connecting it with my curve rule like so. Please don't forget to do this. It is important. If you don't cut it out, if you don't do this on the pattern, it is going to make your clothes tight at the armhole side. So the next thing is to come and measure that 1.5 on the sleeve pattern also. You do it on both sides. Remember, the front and the back pattern is different, and then also notice that the pattern has been labeled back and front. The B is for back and the F is for front. So you cut out the 1.5 like we have done on the bodice. You do the same for the sleeve. And then you cut it out. And so your sleeve is going to look like this. The next thing is to attach that part that we removed from the back and the front, and then we attach it to the right part. Make sure that line is touching the center of the grain line of the sleeve. That's the center of the sleeve. You attach the front and the back. We've attached the back, now I'm attaching the front. So it's done. This is now your raglan sleeve. The next thing is for us to cut it on fabric. So I've just placed my pattern on my fabric. For this one we are using Ankara. You can actually use chiffon. You can use any kind of beautiful fabric that you have to do this project. You can also do the body and the sleeve to be different, like in the pictures that I put at the beginning of this video. You can use mix match Ankara, or you can use another fabric entirely for the sleeve and another fabric for the body. So I've cut both front and back. The next thing I'm doing is I'm folding the sleeve on the grain line. Make sure you fold on the grain line. I've done that. So the next thing is to add allowance to. So I've added 2 inches allowance to the hem of the sleeve. That's for the turning of the sleeve. So I'm pinning it down so it doesn't shift. Now I'm adding 1 inch allowance to the side of the sleeve, and I connected it like so. And then I connected it to the 2 inches allowance that I added at the side. So it's important for you to draw this part. Please draw this part. Draw it like I'm doing so, and then take it all the way down. If you notice, you will see that one of the tip of the sleeve is higher than the other, so I followed the highest one. So the next thing is to shift like so. Shift it, make sure the point is still connected to the line that you draw, and then you draw this. This is to avoid that part that is in between the sleeve. If you want to construct your sleeve, you can leave this part, or you can have a seam line on the shoulder alone. is going to have a that effect, but for the purpose of this our dress, we are taking out that part. So we've taken out the part, and then our sleeve looks like this. So the next thing is to, if you see, like I'm pointing at, the front is a little bit the back is a little bit higher than the front. So what I've just done is I just measured 0.25, almost half inch, that the back is used to be higher than the front, and then I'm shaping it out, so that automatically becomes our front. This becomes our front, and this is the back. And then you, as you know, you need two sleeves. You're going to do this and repeat the same process for the second part of the sleeve. So now we have the body, we have the front, we have the back, and then we have the sleeve. So the next thing now is to join that part of the sleeve that says back to the back of the sleeve. So I'm joining the front part of the sleeve to the front bodice. Please join the front part of the sleeve to the front bodice, and then the back part of the sleeve to the back bodice, like so. And then you sew that line half inch. We've done that. So there's front, and we've joined the front to the front and the back to the back, like so. So the next thing is to sew the sides. Like we've done. Since we joined it to the sleeve to the bodies, the front bodies and the back bodies, the next thing is to sew the side. So now we've sewed the side, and then we have something like this. So for this one, we are going to add zip to the back. For t-shirt, you don't need sleeve. So for this, we're going to add zip to the back. For t-shirt, you don't need zip, so we're going to add zip to it, and then we're going to add band, and then we're going to add collar, and then voila, we're done with it. As you can see, we have our raglan top. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. Thank you very much.